Welcome to our comprehensive guide on mastering movement in AI video creation. Movement is absolutely crucial for creating engaging and realistic AI-generated videos that captivate your audience. In this course, we'll explore everything from basic camera controls to advanced choreography techniques that will transform your static scenes into dynamic, living worlds. Get ready to learn how to bring your AI videos to life through the power of movement. When we look at AI-generated videos, one of the most common issues that makes them appear artificial is static composition. Static shots lack the natural energy and flow that our eyes are accustomed to seeing in real-world footage. By introducing dynamic movement, we create depth and dimension that draws viewers in. Notice how static scenes feel flat and lifeless, while dynamic scenes with subtle movement create a more immersive and authentic viewing experience. Let's try a practical exercise to see this transformation in action. We'll start with a basic static scene and gradually add layers of movement to bring it to life. First, observe your static shot. Notice how rigid and artificial it feels. Now, let's add a subtle camera drift, just a gentle movement that mimics the natural sway of a handheld camera. See how this small change immediately adds life to the scene? Next, we'll incorporate some environmental motion. Watch how these additions transform the entire feel of your scene, from artificial to natural. Understanding camera movement in AI videos starts with mastering the JSON controls. These parameters are your tools for creating dynamic motion. The camera movement type determines the basic motion pattern, while duration controls how long the movement lasts. Direction vectors guide the movement's path. Easing functions control the acceleration and deceleration, and intensity values determine how pronounced the movement appears. These elements work together to create smooth, professional-looking camera work. Let's explore the fundamental camera movements that form the building blocks of dynamic scenes. A pan moves the camera horizontally, perfect for revealing new elements or following action. Tilt movements rotate the camera up or down, ideal for dramatic reveals or establishing shots. Dolly movements move the camera forward or backward through space, creating immersive depth. When combined, these movements can create complex and engaging camera choreography that enhances your storytelling. Moving on to character and object animation, let's explore the fundamental principles that make movement feel natural. Everything in our physical world follows specific patterns of motion influenced by weight, momentum, and timing. Natural motion isn't uniform. It has rhythm and variation. Weight affects how quickly things move and stop. Timing determines the speed and spacing of movements. Secondary motion, like clothing or hair movement, adds crucial detail that sells the realism of your animation. Let's examine the key differences between natural and artificial character movements. Natural movement has organic imperfections and weight-driven momentum. Notice how realistic characters anticipate their movements, while artificial ones move too perfectly and mechanically. Watch for common mistakes like linear motion, lack of weight, or missing secondary movement. These subtle details make the difference between convincing and unconvincing character animation. Environmental motion is what transforms a static scene into a living, breathing world. These subtle background movements create atmosphere and depth, making your scenes feel more dynamic and realistic. From gentle wind effects that animate foliage to flowing water, atmospheric particles, and background activity, these elements work together to create a rich, immersive environment. Understanding basic physics principles is crucial for creating believable motion in AI videos. Gravity affects everything, determining how objects fall and move. Momentum carries objects through space, while inertia resists changes in motion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, creating natural chains of movement. These fundamental principles form the foundation of realistic motion. Let's examine how physics principles translate into realistic movement. Notice how objects with different masses fall at different speeds, how momentum carries through a character's movement, and how forces create natural chains of reaction. Compare these with examples of poor physics implementation. See how unnatural it looks when objects don't respect gravity or when movements lack proper momentum and follow-through. Cinematic movement choreography is about creating purposeful, flowing motion that enhances your storytelling. Good choreography considers how different movements work together, creating visual rhythm and maintaining engaging scene composition. Think of it as a dance between camera, characters, and environment, where every movement serves a purpose. When creating motion for AI videos, you can choose between realistic and stylized approaches. Realistic movement strictly follows physical laws, while stylized movement takes creative liberties for artistic effect. Understanding these differences helps you make intentional choices that serve your creative vision while maintaining visual appeal. Movement continuity is essential for creating seamless, professional-looking videos. This means maintaining consistent direction, speed, and energy across different shots. When movement flows naturally between scenes, it creates a more immersive experience that keeps viewers engaged and prevents jarring transitions. Let's examine examples of good and poor movement continuity. Notice how well-executed sequences maintain consistent movement direction and energy between shots. Compare this to poor continuity where movement direction changes abruptly or energy levels don't match. These subtle details can make or break the viewer's experience. Let's practice maintaining movement continuity across multiple shots. We'll start by analyzing our shot sequence to understand the flow of motion. Then we'll ensure our movement directions match between shots. We'll maintain consistent momentum and energy levels throughout the sequence. Finally, we'll smooth out our transitions to create seamless motion flow. As we move into advanced techniques, we'll explore complex movement systems that combine multiple elements. These advanced methods involve coordinating multiple moving objects, creating dynamic camera work, and fully integrating environmental motion. These techniques will help you create truly professional-level AI videos.